To me, contacting people after a long time of nothing is actually even worse than cold calling. And it's harder, at least if we pull names straight out of the phone book, we know that they don't know us. So this is worse. At some point we've made a connection with somebody, they bought product from us, and now possibly quite a long time later, here we are out of the blue contacting them and trying to jog their memory about who we are. It's unpleasant and awkward, and no wonder we avoid it. No wonder we don't want to get on the phone and do these calls. Let's have a look at the definition of selling and the definition of buying. When we buy something, we are acquiring something that we want in exchange for some money. That's pretty straightforward. So buying is acquiring something you want in exchange for money. Selling is different. Selling is trying to convince someone to buy something they may not want or need. Quite a different energy between those two words. And when we cold call, we're selling. We're trying to talk somebody into something that we don't even know if they want or need, and most of the time we're going to be unsuccessful. So if you think about it, you could make 50 calls to people who don't really want to hear from you, and you'll get something out of that. Maybe you'll get 4 or 5 orders. But what's the cost to you and your business? 4 or 5 orders from 50 calls, which would probably be quite a good rate actually, a good number considering you're cold calling, or what I call cold calling. But there's another 45 people who you might really have annoyed. So I don't believe this is a way to build relationships and trust. I think it damages them, and I don't think it's a way of building a long-term strong business. If you think about it for yourself, when you've maybe bought from somebody in the past, maybe another party planner, and you haven't heard from them for a really long time, and out of the blue they call you, what's the first thing that you think? For most people, they'll think, oh, I wish I hadn't answered the phone. Or they'll think something like, wow, they must really need business. And the reason for that is that busy people don't cold call because they don't need to. It doesn't make people look successful. It more gives off the aura of desperation than the aura of success. And if we don't like it, we probably shouldn't do it to others. What we need to do is find a way to be able to be in touch with people, to contact them, to create this atmosphere where people are happy to hear from you. They'll even phone you themselves to leave orders, bookings, and possible interest in the business messages on your phone. And we can't do that by not being in touch and then suddenly phoning people out of the blue. So that's what we're going to start looking at next.